So in this video, I'm going to explain about JDBC concepts. The first one is how do we select the set of records from the given table. Okay. In any JDBC application, we need to follow some few steps to build the JDBC application. The first one is import the required packages. That is, here we need a package called SQL, java.sql. SQL, you all of you know, a structured query language related packages we need to import. Why? Because we are going to access statement interface, result set interface, result set metadata interface, connection interface. All these belongs to this package called java.sql. That is the first step. And after that, we need to load the drivers. So before loading the drivers, we need to decide which database we are going to connect. So I'm going to connect my Java application with MySQL. Then each database provider is provided a particular driver to us to connect with their database. If you are using MySQL software, you have to use MySQL drivers. If you are using Oracle software, you have to specify the Oracle drivers. If you want to connect some other database driver, you need to specify that database driver in this place. So this is a statement to load the drivers. So what is the driver? So driver is acts as a bridge between the front end application Java here and the back end application MySQL here. Okay, once the bridge is created, for our confirmation purpose, we displayed a message called drivers are loaded successfully. And the next one is, once the bridge is established, created, then we need to establish the connection with the database. So what is the statement I wrote here? JDBC colon MySQL colon localhost colon 3306/test. So here the test is the default database that will come up along with the MySQL software. So once we install the MySQL software, we are able to see a default database with the name test. So I'm not creating any new database here for time being, just I'm using the existing database. Inside the test database, I created two tables called student and employee based on my requirement. Sometimes I'm going to execute the student table, sometimes I'm going to execute the employee table. So this is 3306 is the default port number that is consumed by MySQL software. And this root is the username, and the next one is the password. There is no password here, and but user ID privilege is root. So we need to supply the path, okay, where the database is there, and we need to specify the username as well as the password. Once this is established successfully, we are displaying a confirmation message like connection is established successfully. Now once the database connection is established, then what next? So our purpose are four types. Either we can select the records from the table, or you can insert records into the table, or you can update the contents in the record in the table, records of the table, or you can delete records from the table. So selection, insertion, operation, updation and deletion. So any of these four operations we are going to perform. In my first example, this is named as JDBC demo 1. It is the first demo program about the JDBC. In this, I am going to execute a select query. If you see, I am using a table called employee. So select star from employee means it will fetch, means read all the records from the employee table, which is created under test database. This is a database. The database can hold multiple records, multiple tables. Each table can hold multiple records. Now, once we execute the query, we will get some information that we need to read record by record, that read record one after the other, that can be done with the help of next method. And we can also read individual column values with the help of getString method. So these are the few steps to build any JDBC program. The first one is importing packages. Next one is loading drivers. Next one is establish the connection. Next one is prepare the statement, whether you are going to execute select state query, or you are going to execute insert statement, update statement or delete statement. In case of select only, it returns something to us, that result is holded by result set. Once the result is set is available, then you start reading the contents using the next method. Okay, now how do we this is the front end only, but the back end, what about back end? So where this MySQL software is available, I already installed a software called XAMPP. So that is freely available in the internet. You can just type it XAMPP setup file. You will get a file required to your OS and bit size. You have to choose the particular XAMPP file, whether you are using Windows 32-bit or Windows 64-bit or any other operating system. You can choose as per your system configuration choice. So here that file is that software is already installed in my system. Just I'm opening the control panel of XAMPP. So it looks like this. Okay. So we need to start Apache. Then the right side button, admin button is enabled, and we need to start MySQL. And this admin button is enabled, and we need to view the MySQL contents. If you want to view, you have to click on the admin button. Then a default page will be displayed like this. You see, this is the default page that is displayed like this. As I told you that there are several databases are available, and one of the database is called as test database. If I click on this plus button, then it will explore the what are the internal contents that are. I already created a table with the name student. I already created a table with the name employee. Suppose if you want to create a new table, then you have to click on this test database. Then it will ask you to what is the table you are going to create. Suppose I am going to create a table with the name. I already created student table. I already created employee table. I am going to create one more table, college. Okay, my table name is college. It is going to hold 4 fields. Okay, and then you have to click on go button. Then as you specified 4 fields. Okay, 4 fields, it is giving space for creating the names. So what the first one is serial number, next one is college code, that means C code. Okay, next one is college name, next one is location, where that college is located. And in all 4 fields, for timing purpose, I am taking them as varchar, means it is a string data type kind of thing, variable character type. And for all fields, we need to set some length. How many characters it is going to be held by serial number? Just I am giving default, some random number, that is 20. Okay, 20 name, 20 characters with college name, 20 characters with, suppose 20 characters are not sufficient, you can increase this number also, 40 characters with. Okay, it's not a problem. That is in our choice. So now I click on, now the structure is created. The schema is created for the table that is called college. So college table is holding 4 fields: serial number, college code, college name, and location. Please remember the field names. In future, you want to delete a record based on the college code, then you have to remember the name of that column. Always I am using the beginning characters as big number, caps letters, and all remaining are lowercase letters. Please remember this notation I followed. Now I want to insert few records in the college table. Then how can I do it? I need to click on the college button, college option. Then I will get an insert option like this here. Now it is asking us to create few records here. Okay. Now the first one is serial number, that is 1. The next one is college code, suppose 2451. The next one is college name, MVS, and location is Hyderabad or Telangana. State name or city name, you can give it. Okay. Now I want to create this record. So click on go button. So one record is successfully created. Again, I want to insert one more record. I need to click on this one. So second time, the serial number is 2. The college code is suppose 2452, something like that. And the college name is suppose Maharashtra Engineering College. Just randomly given some number, college code number, and location is Hyderabad. So the previous one is Hyderabad, and this is at Hyderabad. Now, so I click. So now I want to view all the records. If I double click on this table name, I am able to see the list of records that are available in my table. Okay. Some duplications are there. No worries about the duplicates. Just my intention is I want to get all these records after executing that JDBC program. Now go back to our program. Go back to our program. Okay. Now here I use the table name as employee, but just now I created the table name as college. So I changed my table name. Once I made any changes, I need to save it. Just I saved my application. I need to open the command prompt to compile and run this program. So currently I am at C drive, but my files are available in D drive. So CD in D drive I created a folder with the name Java Lab. In that I am saving all my JDBC applications. So I relocate to that Java Lab, change directory. Now I want to run my program. My file name is JDBC demo1. So Java C space file name.java for compilation. If there are no syntax errors, then I need to execute this program JDBC demo1. If I run this program, what are my expectations? I need to get all the records that are available in the college database. See, so just now I created a table with some fields. Okay. After executing my first JDBC program, I am able to view that part in this command prompt. So how I am integrating the database to my front-end application Java. So what are the steps I used? So same way, that is the same. What are importing the packages, loading the drivers, establishing the connections, create a statement, execute the query, okay, and retrieve the result set. So these are the basic steps. So in this way, we can execute a select query by using a simple Java database connectivity program.